Hello and welcome to day 3 of Rich Witch Summer Camp. I'm so freaking stoked. You guys are doing such an amazing job participating. Keep it up. Again, my goal is to help you show up, help you create good content, help you find the clients who need your services and need to hire you to support them so that you can be well paid and they can be well supported. That's the whole goal for Rich Witch Summer Camp. So this is day 3, and today's theme is all about joy and intimacy. So a sacred intimacy. I am trained in sacred intimacy and shamanic practices. I did this amazing shamanic sacred intimacy apprenticeship with my teacher. And that's actually how I met and fell in love with my amazing husband. So sacred intimacy, my definition, and I have 2 amazing friends who have quoted me in their books with this definition: devotional attention to details. Devotional attention to details. I want you to have this in your business and with your clients. Devotional attention to details. What are they feeling? What do they need? What are the details of your program or your services? How are they supporting the humans that you're supporting? Right? So we want to think about this as you're creating and crafting your programs and services. And we want to think about this as you're talking about it, because chances are you might not be, if you're not sold out, if you're not yet at 6 figures, we probably need to dial in on what your clients are thinking, what they're saying their problems are, and then you need to craft that language in your content posts so that they know your work is for them. The beautiful problem with being an amazing healer is that you know your work. You get it, you understand it. But when you write content posts from that perspective, your people aren't going to get it because those aren't the words that are inside their heads yet. They're not thinking in your language, they're thinking in theirs. So what are they saying about their pain and frustration? Get intimate with those details. If you have current clients, take note of that on your intake forms. Take note of that in your first initial session. What are they frustrated by? How are their pain symptoms showing up? What language are they using around it? And then joy. How can you invoke a little more joy today? Because your joy is valid and valuable and needed. So how do you create and invoke joy? Is it enjoying a cup of coffee? Is it getting outside? Is it watching a squirrel chase another squirrel like I'm doing right now on a tree outside? Is it watching your baby fumble around on the floor? Is it, hugging your partner or hugging your dog? How are you creating joy so that the joy can infuse your work too? Because one beautiful thing and one hard thing about being a healer is that everything you do is everything you do. It's really hard to distance yourself from your work and from the business, but that's also why we create this beautiful business container so that you can set it down when you need or want to. So today, joy and intimacy. How can you find spaces to invoke them both? Because they are critical components to having a witchy, magical, woo-woo driven business, woo-woo light, whatever you want to call it. The joy matters. Joy in using a stirring spoon and cooking a meal. Joy in the weaving. Joy in crafting a graphic or crafting the text or going live, right? We want to find our joy and let it infuse our work and then our content so that people can see and feel that authenticity, authentic joy. I don't mean like over the top, crazy, inauthentic, like, woo, look at me. If that's your personality, go for it. But I mean authentic joy, deep embodiment, the kind that turns the corners of your mouth up on accident. Like you're just thinking about your business and the joy bubbles up and overflows from your mouth. That's the kind of joy I'm talking about. And if you have not yet felt that kind of joy, that's okay. That's okay. Let's see what we can do to pull the joy from other things you enjoy into your business. Joy and intimacy. And then come into my free Facebook group, Business Coaching for Rebel Healers with Emily Otto. post. I just announced all the prizes yesterday. Come on in, snatch up those prizes, have fun, support each other, and claim your rich witch life because you get to.